Hey guys, really excited today to have Mr. Phill Napier here to share his story with you. I remember meeting Phill at a corporate presentation that we did some time back, and he has been part of the furniture ever since. So we're going to hear a little bit about his story, where he's come from. It's pretty incredible, today, guys. So let's kick off. Phill, welcome.
Hi, thanks for catching up.
No worries, mate. Thank you. Tell us like the 10-second version about who Phill Napier is.
Phill Napier, work for BHP, global mining company. Single dad, 2 teenagers. It's pretty exciting. And yeah, a bit of a yogi now. Love that.
He certainly wasn't a yogi when we met. He was Mr. Corporate when we first met at a corporate presentation at BHP. And I remember Phill coming up at the end of the presentation, and he seemed really keen, really interested. Like he'd had what looked like some light bulb moments in the presentation.
Yeah.
And he was like, "I want to talk to you guys." And he looked the part on the outside, like he still does, but I could see that head was running 200 miles an hour, and there was a lot going on. I won't speak for you, mate, but tell us, what was life like before doing your inner work?
It was busy. It was full. I couldn't actually function very well at all on the inside. I was on antidepressants.
Yep.
Valium.
Wow.
I was drinking most days. Then I'd get up early, fill my body with caffeine to go to the gym to do the right thing.
Tick all the boxes.
Yeah. So definitely couldn't feel. I think that was one of the biggest things. Like I didn't realize at the time, but I couldn't feel. Then I started coming here.
So what would your head tell you? So if I'm back there, I'm on antidepressants, I'm taking Valium, drinking every day, ticking all the boxes externally, good job, go to gym, going to exercise, single dad of 2 kids and a very devoted father. So you got all this stuff going on the outside, but what did it feel like inside? Or you said you couldn't feel?
No, with before the Valium and antidepressants, it was just pure anxiety.
Wow.
Actually thought it was normal to wake up every day with anxiety. That's just what wakes you up in the morning. That's how you get up.
Wow.
Function. Yeah.
Wow.
It's good to not have that anymore.
I bet.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had anxiety in my life too, and I remember when I first experienced anxiety properly, I went, "Oh, this is what everyone talks about.
Yeah.
This is like, oh my God, I feel like I'm going to die."
Yeah.
I remember just being like, "Oh wow, now I actually understand anxiety." Anyway, and so fair to say life was pretty tough. Like, outside everything was going well, but inside full of anxiety and fear and numbness. What started to change? So you obviously came along here and started working with them.
Yep. I think the first couple of weeks worked out what my values were.
Yep.
So that was really big.
Yeah. Wow.
Like now that I know what they are, I know when I don't give myself those things, that's when I used to feel what anxiety was. Now I just feel like I need one of them.
Wow. And so what are some of those things?
So the 3 of them are accomplishment,
Yep.
Peace and connection.
Wow.
So especially with work, I just get so much accomplishment done and then wonder why I'm going crazy. It's because I got no connection. Like I'm not seeing people, I'm not enjoying people's company, not feeling.
Yeah.
So.
I remember when we met, you saying, "Oh, I've basically cooked myself working so hard and just working."
Yep.
And I remember you saying, like, I've done all this stuff and I've achieved all these things, but now, like you're saying, I wasn't experiencing peace, I wasn't experiencing connection. So even though I ticked that box of accomplishment, you still weren't feeling great inside.
No, definitely not. And then over the next period of coming here, so I learned so much doing a deep dive. Obviously anyone can answer a question.
This is a deep dive, by the way, guys.
Yeah.
It's a book that we've written.
So many questions.
So there's 158 of them, and it's hardcore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Answering the questions is probably 10%, I feel, of actually doing something about it.
Wow.
To come in here and talk with the coach,
Yeah.
and then I don't know, they dig they must see things and they dig. Anyway, there's more than once I've walked out of here and gone home, because I like to do it first in the week because it's my priority, it's me. So yeah, I'd go home, there's some days I couldn't go to work. It's not easy.
No, it's certainly not easy. We go through everything. We go through fears, we go through relationships, we go through, I guess, sex, abandonment, any mental health, trauma, abuse, everything. It certainly is the real deal, you're right. And okay, and so you've doing some tough work, and what's been, I guess, kind of the benefit of that? Like you mentioned, putting me first. Was it always like that?
Oh, it definitely wasn't. I didn't even know it was a thing to put yourself first. I actually remember having a conversation in this room with you. And pretty sure you told me that I should put myself first. I'm like, no. How would you even know? Do you even have kids? A bit of sass, but probably wasn't the first time. But yeah, now that I do that, and it's not even doing it, it's like fully, I don't know, absorbing that thing. Like if I need to be first because I need to eat a bit more better food and feel better, if I need to have a rest, if I need to back off a little bit, that just lets me be the best version of me so that I can give to my kids, give to the people around me, give at work.
It's really interesting you say that, right? Because you're right. We talk about that here sometimes, like putting myself first and honoring myself and not abandoning myself. And at first people can hear that and go, oh, that sounds really selfish. You don't understand, I've got children, or I've got a partner, or I've got this important job, or whatever it is. Like, has that been your experience? Like, have you found that putting yourself first is actually selfish, or
That's not selfish at all. No, it's definitely not selfish. It's it lets me give so much more than I could before. It lets me be so much happier than I can help other people.
And I know you do that in your life. I know we just had a conversation off camera talking about how Phill is doing some really massive, incredible things with his life to give and help other people, and not just throw money at the situation, but actually make meaningful contribution in your life. So and I know what you're like as a father. It's inspiring, to be honest, to see the amount of effort and energy you put into them. So respect, mate. Okay. And so were there any other kind of light bulb moments or kind of things that you learned or saw or experienced along the way that made you go, oh wow, I need to change the way I'm living my life?
Probably another really easy one for me now is how to prioritize life. Once upon a time it wasn't me first, but it's definitely me now first. So if I need to get up early and go to yoga, I will do that. Second will always be the people around me that are close to me, my children, the people I work with, and then after that it slowly works its way out. It makes it really easy to prioritize any situation or any phone call or anything without feeling any stress or anxiety. Oh, I need to do all these things. Like, is that more important than me sitting in my car, in the young fella's car with him going for a driver's license? It's probably not. Like that experience is only going to last for a little while, and I want to make the most of that. So I'm not even going to answer your phone call. Amazing.
Love that. I love that, and I know he means it. Like you're not just saying, oh well, I prioritize my life and it's family first, because a lot of people say that, but you actually mean it. And as a result, you have these incredible I guess connections in your life, right? Like, Has this doing the inner work on yourself affected your kind of family dynamics with your kids and how?
We can openly talk about anything in our house. We talk about probably one good example is my son come home one day, talking about one of his friends. She was upset. She has scars on top of her legs, so we had to talk about that and what that means. I said, this person probably just needs someone to talk to. Literally, you don't have to do anything. You just be there to listen and help. I needed him one afternoon, and just me, the son, and the daughter. So sometimes I need him to do stuff for me. He's a bit older, and he didn't. So I don't take any judgment. I'm like, oh, he must have had a more important thing to do. He came home and had a discussion with me about how his friend was upset and she wanted someone to talk to, so they just went and got a pizza and
Wow.
sat down after school and had a chat about things. And
Wow.
yeah, like how can you teach your kids something more important than that?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah,
How good.
yeah.
That's really impressive. And so I guess your work life, because that was a big part of life before coming here as well.
Yep.
Has that shifted? Has that changed? How's that different?
Yep. Probably another really good example of not fixing yourself, but working on yourself.
Yeah.
I'm still in the same department, still in the same company, but yeah, I love what I do, and I think that comes out now, like my passion,
Yeah.
my excitement for what I do. So yeah, I've had a couple of promotions. So yeah, like I ended up with my own team, which was amazing because I can help them work through this stuff when they're stressed. Like it's so easy to see it, like and like you can give some suggestions, like oh, it looks like you're feeling this. Maybe we do this, and the importance of giving people that one-on-one connection as well. Like I learned a lot of that, and yeah, now the project I'm on now is across Australia. So I have people from Brisbane, Perth, Adelaide to talk to daily, and like I get excited. Like I don't. Yeah.
Awesome. I've actually met people that are on your team and that work with you and for you, and you're like a rock star. He's like a rock star. And he's also, you've also introduced some meditation and yoga into BHP.
Yep. So
which is pretty huge.
I started in Brisbane office, got a couple of goes because just got to chase some funding. So yeah, I used to make my team. It was compulsory.
Yes.
It's our team meeting. So you will come upstairs. We will do meditation.
Amazing.
But yeah, the last few rounds in COVID, just pretty cool to roll, like do it online across Australia, like to have that sort of
amazing.
Yeah. And I'd get phone calls and messages and stuff from leaders going, "Oh, when's it on? What day? I'll have to try and make it." Yeah. So it's that excites me more than a paycheck.
Sure.
Yeah.
So you've done the work on yourself, initially thinking it was selfish to do so, done it on yourself, realised that you changed massively, and then everyone else around you is impacted positively as a result. What's life like now, mate?
Like I usually wake up before my alarm if we're going to roll through a day. One of the things, what do we do? What's your perfect day?
Best day ever.
Best day ever.
Yeah.
It's most days.
Wow.
Yeah, I wake up, like this morning, woke up before my alarm. I'm like, I wonder what time it is.
Yeah, wow. Was that anxiety there?
No, nothing.
Not at all.
I was excited to come here today.
Wow, yes.
Yeah, I used to have a lot of fear around public speaking.
I remember.
That's gone.
I remember.
Got up and I'm like, oh my God, today is so cool. Like, my son starts his first day at TAFE today. He's worked out some direction for his life. Like that's so exciting. So yeah, drop him off, make sure he's okay, make it back over the side of town to come here to see you, which I love coming here. Back to work, still working from home. I love that. And make it home to Savi, grab my daughter. When she finishes school, go to dancing tonight, take her there. Like I love giving to the kids, like
amazing.
Letting them experience as much as they can.
Amazing.
Make their little decisions that are really important to them.
Totally.
Giving them the space to feel all the things.
And sitting here, I can feel that you genuinely love that.
You
know, like you're not going, I know a lot of us go, well, I got to get up and I got even mine, I got to get up, I got to do this, I got to do this. And then I got to drop the kid all the way over to the other side of town because he starts TAFE saying, and then how am I going to make it back? And it's going to be this big stressful thing. And then I got to work and go to dancing, and then I have other stuff in my life and blah, 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 blah. Whereas Phil sitting here cool as a cucumber going, oh yeah, like I genuinely love this stuff. You know, you are living your best day ever, which is amazing, mate.
And like I have to prioritise things in there as well. Like this morning, there was 3 important things I wanted to do today, and I could only pick 2. So I didn't make it to yoga this morning. But that's okay.
That's okay.
We're
sitting here chatting. Yes.
I did some at 4:40 this morning, just in the lounge room.
So good.
Yeah.
So good. And mate, so no more antidepressants?
No. I got off them maybe a month or 2 in. I got in trouble for that, but I like to do things.
Yeah. P.S. We didn't get him to jet off them.
I got in trouble. I got told to go back to the doctor and make sure it's okay.
Yeah.
And then that wasn't easy either.
Sure.
It was that in itself. I don't know, antidepressant that I was on was really hard to get off. Like your brain zaps, like if you're hiding at any time during the day. Vertigo was ridiculous, and that was for 90 days too. I didn't get told about that side effect when I got on them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have been back to my doctor. I've told her about it. I've told her I've worked through the things that
The reasons why I need
the
them.
reasons. Yeah. And I don't disagree with that. Sometimes you need a bit of a helping hand to
100%,
work through the things.
Yeah.
And yeah, I did, and it worked. But yeah, to come here and deal with things that cause the anxiety, to understand how to put things in place so that anxiety is not a thing. Like,
I love that, man, because you're saying, well, it's not a band-aid, it's not, people often come, I want a strategy, how do I manage my anxiety? Particularly people that have been living with anxiety, they can't even see a world without it. And so we hear it all the time, and just like you're saying, rather than, okay, let's treat the symptom, or let's try and just band-aid, or let's try and manage it with a strategy, how about let's look at the reason why it's there in the first place, and if we can get rid of the reason or make peace or heal the reason why it's there in the first place, then guess what? Maybe it won't be there anymore.
Yeah.
Wow, that blows my mind to consider that. And so it's awesome to hear that it sounds like that's what you achieved, mate.
Yeah, yep. I think the closest thing I get to anxiety is now I'll get a bit of a feeling in my tummy. Yep. But to me, it's just an indicator to do something now.
100%, and that's healthy, and that's natural. It's saying, hey, this is important to us. Yep. Pay attention to this. You need to make a choice. Yep. Essentially, so good. I love the way I actually, learned something from you this morning around I don't have any worries or any qualms around saying no to people or saying no, sorry, I don't have the time or the energy or the effort for you right now because these other things are more important to me. Yep. Yeah, amazing.
And I always use my hands if someone wants to explain to them. For example, at work, I'm more important because if I can't function, my team wouldn't have the best leader.
Totally.
So then number two, when I had a team, was my team. Like my team are more important than everything else. Like I need to make sure that they're okay. If each person is okay, they can help the people around them, they can do their job the best.
So good.
And then number three was the area we looked after. So if I'm okay, my team's okay, I can worry about my area. And then if everyone's happy there, then the extra projects and stuff to work on. Yep. So it's really easy to make a decision. If I'm working on something and I'm busy and one of my team need me, it's not even a decision. It's just like, that's not going to happen right now. I need to work on the team.
Amazing. And so it just makes it really clear cut for you to prioritise your life. I think it's really important too that you can then apply that exact same model to every area of your life. Yep. Right, like you said before, it's like me, then it's any intimate relationships, then it's family, kids, then it's work, and then it's yoga and hobbies and friends. Yeah. So it makes it I don't know, for me something I always struggle with is that everyone wants to catch up with me. I've got all these friends that want to hang out, want to do this and whatever, and feel like, I need to be there for them. Yep. Where when I actually look at the priorities in my life, I do want to be there for you, but I can only do that after I've been true to myself in all these other ways. Yep. Yeah. And awesome.
In turn, I don't have any anxiety, any hate, anything.
Good.
Like it's a yes or a no.
Yes.
Yeah. Without being rude or
of course.
Wrong
Of course. Yeah. Wow. It's just simple, right? Yeah. Awesome, mate. So I guess final question, Phill. What would you say to someone considering doing some inner work? Someone who might have some anxiety, someone who might feel like they're burning the candle at both ends, or has a head that's really, really loud. Yeah. What would you say to them?
I'd probably say to work out what it is that causes that, and deal with that. And I don't know, 9 times out of 10, I've found it's not easy. Yeah, it's definitely not something I could have ever done by myself. Yeah. Because for me, that anxiety come from not listening to myself, not doing my core values.
Abandoning myself.
Abandoning. Just doing the things for everyone else and not yourself. Yeah.
Wow. I got to say, man, sitting here today, it's a completely different experience from that first time that we met. Like, I could feel the stress.
Yeah.
Like, I could actually feel the stress, like, buzzing off this guy when I first met him. And today, he couldn't. He thought it was normal.
Yeah.
And now he's just, like, calm and peaceful, and yeah, genuinely, like, I genuinely feel more relaxed around Phill, and I genuinely feel more joy when I see you, man. So you can't fake that stuff. So massive respect. Yeah. Thank you very much, guys, and thank you very much for coming in today. Have a fantastic day.
Thanks, Anne.
Welcome.
Thanks, everyone.